Welcome back, everybody. Everyone needs an Aquarius. We are back in the building. Uh, Another week. Dom, how was your weekend and your week so far?
Let me tell you something about Popeyes.
Okay.
Popeyes, what y'all not about to do is
Okay.
come and play with me. Because I
Is
went,
this story time? Is this story time?
this is story time. So, you
Story
know
time.
what? Let me be fat. I went to Popeyes and I shouldn't have went to Popeyes because I knew it wasn't a part of my diet. Like I've been working out. I'm trying to get off of the sugar anyway. And I had a craving. I went to try to get 4 wings and my biscuit, and I spread my damn thing twice to the lady. I was like, I want this number, but I don't want a mix. I want 4 wings. What do my little bitty ass look like eating a big old breast and a fried thigh from Popeyes? No thanks. So anyway, I go to ask her for some Cajun sparkle. And I know she playing with me because this location in particular does typically have it. She told me that they don't have it. And I ain't never seen her before. She's new. But I know I'm looking at the cart.
She knew.
And at the bottom of this cart, like this rack that they have, I could see it, that's clearly Cajun Sparkle. Cause y'all don't give out wet wipes. Y'all not giving us wet wipes after we eat our chicken. Okay? So
True.
anyway, I go home. I discover that my order is incorrect after repeating it twice to the young lady, and that's my fault for not quadruple checking my receipt. Um, but I was really pissed off about this Cajun Sparkle. And I have a couple packets in the cabinet, but I'm getting loud. So I made a TikTok asking Popeyes what's going on with the Cajun Sparkle. This is becoming a delicacy. It's like I'm hunting for truffles. Like this ain't cool. Do you know them motherfuckers commented on my post gonna talk about let the games begin? Who are you
Oh,
talking to?
look at this social media popping off.
Who are you talking to, Popeyes?
I like that petty though.
No, I don't like that petty. What they should have did was said, hey, follow us so you can send us a DM and we can get you some Cajun Sparkle. That would have sufficed. Even if you would have said, hey, we no longer gonna carry it, but here's a $25 gift card for your woes. I would have took that. But see, now y'all trying to come incorrect. You better come correct and fix it. So now I had to make a follow-up video talking about we don't know each other. And I don't play games. What's good?
Popeyes. Hey, look, Popeyes is a fun place, man. I've had good times at Popeyes, but I get it. In this older age, it's not the same.
I'm honestly, it ain't.
But it was that's kind of dope though. The Don that they was like, let the games begin. They was like, come on, let's what you need. Did you send them the video you did that you put online?
I did the response. I tagged their post and I tagged them again.
Okay.
I have a response to it, and that's when I said, "We don't know, you don't know me, but I don't play games. Where's the Cajun
Did you,
Sparkle?"
did you tag them on TikTok too?
Guess how they saw it?
Oh, I thought. Okay.
No, it wasn't an email. This is on the tick of the talk.
No. I thought it might have been on Facebook or on Twitter. I didn't think
Oh no, no,
or
no,
IG. IG.
no! I went straight to TikTok, and I woke up
Hey,
today,
look.
had that response from them, and I just was like, just rude.
Hey, TikTok. Uh. TikTok is a funny that's like even more deadlier than any thing right now. If somebody blow you up on TikTok, you might lose your job for real. Even worse than Instagram or Twitter. I feel like it's
I
a trip.
I just kind of just listen. It could really be simple, but y'all rather make it hard.
Yeah, I
So
get.
I'm irritated. I just really want my Cajun Sparkle. And low key, because I'm pretty confident that that was a box of Cajun Sparkle. I was gonna go back up there and even complain about my order being wrong or whatever. But I was like, you know what? No. But you know what? Now I'm kind of on. I might go after we record. And if they don't have, I'm gonna record it. And I was like, I'm sending this to Popeyes. We're going back and forth on social media. If they don't have the Cajun sparkle, I don't want it. I don't want it. And a lot of people in my comments are like, a few people's like, that makes the chicken. It adds a kick. And then it's people in other regions even saying that they don't have it. And to the person that was like, it's for your health, babe. I said, ain't none of us getting out of here alive. That's all. So that was my weekend. How's yours?
It was all good. You know, Xander's in back in full spring soccer season. So I mean, we got this weekend's gonna be heavy. She got a game Friday, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday. So
Is she
she
getting
already
paid? Because she got games like she in the league.
well, yeah, this a tournament. This weekend's a tournament. So
You ain't they paying these children. They are exhausting their bodies. They don't come with a check.
I mean, I give her anything she asks for. That's her NIL deal is that she can
Okay.
ask daddy for
All
whatever.
right.
And
All
you
right.
know, she just got some brand new wireless headphones. There we go. She got some new
Okay.
earbuds.
Okay.
And I know she's gonna probably lose them by the end of the month. Like it's already, she 11 years old. It's gonna be lost by the end of the month, and she ain't gonna tell nobody either. That's the thing. She ain't gonna tell nobody she lost them either. She gonna be using their plug ups again, talking about the other ones ain't charged. I already know how my daughter's gonna do it.
Oh my gosh.
She gonna do it on the slide and be like, "Hey, one of them not working. Can I get some new ones?" She gonna wait a little while.
Oh my
If
gosh.
she
That's
can get it fully back, you know what I mean? Like where she can fully get uh a feel of like, okay, it's about enough time where I can say these ain't working no more. I mean,
so messed up.
she a Virgo. I already know her play.
That's funny because I'm just like, how you gonna do me like that? Like you
Yeah.
just gonna tell me that
Is she gonna lose it?
yeah, like you're a loser. I mean, do they have like any type of insurance? Well, I feel like they don't have. That's not gonna be insured because they probably like it's not worth it to
Look,
insure.
Don, it's the little $10 joints from Target. It ain't no big deal. She think it's a big deal because they all it's purple and stuff, and she like, oh my god, why are these joints? You think I'm getting her $150?
Listen, I had some wireless joints that I probably paid like $15-$20 from Amazon, and it's cool. Like I like how the case is because you know, but every time I feel like I touch them, it would like disconnect, and I was like, these are too sensitive.
Yeah, it's too sensitive. Yep, I know what you're
And
talking about.
yeah, and then so now I just got the big JBL joints, so I don't even have to worry about them slipping. Cause like I get a lot of drainage. I have sinus issues and stuff, but it
Mhm.
drains through my ears. So it's a weird experience. Once I get these teeth out, if I'm still having sinus issues and like issues like with headaches, I'm gonna have to go see a specialist.
Mm.
And I've been to the ENT. I'm like, y'all gotta refer me to somebody because this is like it's difficult. Like some days, like I wake up and my equilibrium is off, like bad because of the drainage in my ears, like it's fluid. That's also why I don't consistently wear my hearing aids. Like I mainly only wear them when I'm like if I go somewhere where the sound is right, where it isn't too loud, or
Mhm.
I wear them to work out, like when I go to Pilates class, so I can hear the instructor. Because it's just like that drainage, and then you be taking it out, having to, it's uncomfortable. But that's it. Popeyes, count your days.
Yeah, it's on. Look, the beef is on with Popeyes.
Uh huh.
It's on. Like they say, once again, it's on.
Yep. I'm like, if I was Beyonce, y'all wouldn't treat me like that, and shut up because y'all gonna say, but you not Beyonce. I know that.
Mentioning Beyonce, we got to give a rest in peace to Raphael Sadiq of Tony, which I, as a kid, I used to call him Tony. I did.
Why'd you say Raphael Sadiq?
Not Raphael Sadiq. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Raphael Sadiq, you know I love you, dog. And Dwayne Wiggins. Shout out to our Aquarian brother. He's in Aquarius too.
Yes,
Dwayne
I
Wiggins.
was like,
Sorry. Yeah. No. Dwayne Wiggins. I am sorry.
yeah.
Dwayne Wiggins, he's an Aquarius brother as well. If y'all know, on Slow Whinies at the beginning, he was like, "My name is Dwayne, and I'm an Aquarius," and that comes from the song by I believe it's the Floaters, float on, float on. Remember that? He was like, Carl, Aquarius, and I just know it's an old school player with a big old mustache. It's an Aquarius.
Man. Yeah, it's like, okay, it just seemed like it's just like left or right we're getting hit in the community.
Yeah, we gotta represent for our people more, like because Raphael Sadiq discovered Destiny's Child.
Well,
He first signed
Raphael,
them. He's the first to sign them.
well, DeAndre did.
Dwayne Wiggins. We gotta
Yeah.
quit. Dwayne Wiggins.
Yes, he helped them secure, he signed them to his label first, and then from there he helped them secure that Columbia deal. Yes. Yes. And even then, it's so funny because like the commentary surrounded the footage as it resurfaces of all of them being in the studio, because you see everybody being real goofy and teenagers and kids like, and you see Beyonce just locked in and focused like, you bitches need to come on so we can get this track down so we can go to the next song. So
because I'm not fucking around.
Yeah.
And I mean, what is your favorite Tony song?
Why would you do that?
Yeah, they got a lot of hits, man. They got a lot of hits.
Damn. Maybe Anniversary, but low-key, I love that joint with Q-Tip.
Which one are you talking about?
Wait, that's Q-Tip, right? Come on, let's get down, let's get down.
No, that's DJ Quick.
No, it's not. Yes, it is.
DJ Quick. He says it's DJ Quick. and Tony. He says at the beginning.
Nigga, I don't. You've been saying Raphael Sadiq is.
I know. I said it twice. Minutes. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm done with my expression.
I really like that, but I don't know. It's me and you. I don't know. Why would you ask me that?
Lay your head on my pillow. Come on, man. Instrumentation wise, you can't beat Anniversary because the way it just, to me,
it's just the arrangement. The arrangement on that alone.
The arrangement on the Anniversary is, and the way it comes in and out.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. I was like, because the cool thing is that
it's 8 minutes.
Yes. The cool thing about that, like, you can have an instrumental and it just still go.
Yep.
And it's
and Raphael's ad libs on there in the background when it's just instrumental towards the end, and he's just ad libbing in the background. Remember the first day, and it's just like in the background, but it's behind the instrumental. Mm-hmm. The instrumental was the one that's louder. You can just hear him.
It's how they stacked it. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. That's hard, but I just
whatever you want. Girl, but like whatever you want.
See, you see why this is not a fair question.
But maybe we should start talking about some of our favorite songs. This because all of you do need to get their roles out.
I told you. I think that we should have a playlist, and we could rotate and move stuff out, or just add to the playlist. It would be
You know what? Let's do that. And you know what? Maybe once a month we change it each. Like Dom's and Daryl's, and we put it on one page or something.
We can do that, or you know what's real cool is like on Spotify they had this thing, and I know you have like Apple Music.
I mean, I don't have I have a streaming service, but I don't pay for that.
Okay.
I buy mine direct. I buy my MP3s directly from Apple.
Okay. I thought they got rid of that. Did they not?
I can buy them directly.
Okay.
You can buy MP3s directly from Apple and Amazon.
Well, okay. So I like the streaming option mainly because after you stream an album, I like how they create a playlist based off of what you just listened. So it'll be other artists that fall under that genre of music. So that's how I discovered. I might have listened to. No, I wasn't. I think that's how. Yeah, that's how I actually discovered Lucky Day because I was listening to her.
Really?
Yeah. So somehow I
I
stumbled
consider Lucky
upon.
Day. Them YouTube ads got me on Lucky Day like 7, 8 years ago. For
Yeah.
roll some mo.
Rose
It was him doing roll some mo live.
And that's what I'm about to tell you. I was like, oh, hey, yo, that brother live?
Yeah, it was like a one of those like remember them Bebo
AOL,
stages? It was like the
AOL
Bebo
station?
AOL stage thing. That was
Yeah.
and it was and I was watching another video. This is but way before, like maybe it was the beginning of the pandemic or right before the pandemic. It was right before because it had to be 2019. And I was like,
Yeah,
and I was doing something else and I looked
Rose Samora came out that, like, it was like spring, summer
up
20,
19.
2019 because I remember I had the album saved, so when I went to DR, I was playing it and I fell asleep to the album.
Yep, 2019. Yep. And I looked up and I was like, what the hell is that? I had never watched the full, like one of them 4 or 5 minute ads. That was the first time I ever did that. And probably one of the last ones I've done like that.
Oh my God, Lucky Day is just so talented. That algorithm album, oh my gosh. And the title track. And it's not and it's weird. The one thing that sucks about it though is like some of the songs like are not as long. And
Mm.
then I know there was an interlude on Painted. Uh there was an interlude, I think it's called was what is it, Obvious or something, but he ended up going back and doing a full version of it. So which was nice. But man, I I love Lucky Day, but we should make definitely like a playlist. But the
Mhm.
Spotify creates a blend, so you can have a playlist with one of your friends. So I have one with like Tahir, Farron, my homeboy Willie. We have a blend. Me and Barnett have a blend, and it consistently updates based on what we're listening to. So some tracks will stay there, but then like it'll be other things that they listen to, and I just and honestly, like I'm like, no, you got an interesting taste in music, and I don't know if this is a good thing.
I don't know if it's a good thing. Yeah, so
But yeah,
rest in peace to Dwayne Wiggins, man. Like super talented dude. He wrote a lot of this stuff for Tony. Um, Great instrumentation, and his solo album is fire low key. It came
okay.
out maybe around 97, 98. Dwayne Wiggins solo album is pretty fire. It's one of them slept on albums. Um,
That's not that's not him on
he got his
Ayers.
dreads wigging in the air like it on the cover.
Wait, that's not him singing with Alicia Keys on Diary, right?
That's him. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He was
I
on there
wasn't
on
sure.
that.
I
But
was
his
like, I
solo,
know somebody else. Like, it ain't Raphael.
no, that was Dwayne.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I
Um.
want to.
Yep. I'm trying to remember his.
Oh, you
What
say
was his solo album name? Man, what was his solo album name? That's gonna kill me. Uh,
how did I
that's
do
gonna
it? I'm
kill
still
me.
trying to figure out.
Oh, yeah, it's called Eyes Never Lie. It came out in 2000. If anybody want to check that out, it was pretty dope. From him. Then another rest in peace to some say the
How did I confuse? I'm sorry. Hold on.
yeah, go.
How did I confuse Q-Tip and DJ Quick? I'm
I
looking
don't
at
know.
these
I
niggas.
was letting that roll. I wasn't even gonna question it.
I'm looking. You know what? It could have been because like I don't know. I don't know how the fuck I did that.
Yeah, I ain't even. I just kept it moving.
Okay, yeah, that's I don't know how I did that. And then you know what I kept thinking of? I kept thinking I see Q-Tip and she hate me with Anthony Mackie.
Oh, he's good. Yeah, he's funny in there too.
Yeah. So that's all. So y'all don't come
Yeah,
for me.
but
I already came for myself.
yeah,
Thanks.
I know. Rest in peace also to some people say the creator even I wouldn't say the creator. He's the pre-creator of neo soul, Mr. Roy Ayers. Those that may not know who he is, he did Sunshine. Everybody loves the sunshine. And
Great instrumental.
and the other one, searching. Like, come on, man. like the way the songs make you feel, even if you are in a bad mood, or at least put you in a tranquil mood, like I need to chill. Even if you feeling like you be like, all right, let me just relax real quick,
Yeah.
man.
And then
Sunshine is
use
on.
the THC straw that I have.
Just relax with it, man. And so if we talk about neo soul, who is on your neo soul Mount Rushmore? Shout out to
Oh, we're
Scott
not
from the
doing
90s music.
this. Y'all are not about to act.
He said because 90s music hasn't had one. He's like, man, y'all should talk about the Mount Rushmores of neo soul. Since we talking about Roy Ayers.
Jill Scott.
Even though I think Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis actually helped create neo soul in the modern era. That's a whole nother discussion. You said Jill Scott?
Jill Scott. Ooh. It's tough because like we talked about last week with D'Angelo, he doesn't come out. He got like 3 albums.
Well, no, I'm gonna put on my mind. He's on mine.
Maxwell.
He's on mine too.
Um,
And Jill's my third one. There's only one more left. We might as well go
it's weird because you could go Angie Stone.
I don't think she didn't have enough impact to me.
Yeah, it's tough because like, but it's weird because
podcast we definitely discuss healing, we discuss aspects of psychology, we discuss like you becoming the best you, mental wellness
for sure,
health.
Femininity, parenthood, dating,
definitely dating,
single parents. And it's from a lens of 2 psychologists,
Yeah.
So,
but also two people who grew up like with both parents, married parents, and then like you all know that Chloe and I are the youngest of our crews, like her siblings and my siblings. So so it's from that perspective.
Yeah, looking at life through that lens.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a whole lot of things from us. From us being women, going through life as parents, and all of these awesome attributes. But yes, womanology, the study of women.
The study of women.
Y'all gonna laugh, but but I always go back to this one album, which is India Ari's Voyage to India. That is a solid project, no skip. I really don't.
I'm not gonna debate that.
I have other songs of India Ari that I like and listen to, so that's for me. That's because I'm biased, and I really, really enjoy that album and the interludes, and just like I just connect with it. So I'm
going Erica for my 4th one.
Okay, and so I was gonna say, because of it's one album that I'm really connected to. But I mean, I could do Erica. I could swap her out and then give her honorable mention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
India Ari is definitely an honorable mention.
Yeah,
for me,
she's a really solid, and I
Music Soul Child is on my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Music Child is on there.
Yeah, see, never mind. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I like Music Soul Child because I love that. What was the one with Buddy?
That's the 3rd album of the I just want
to listen. That's like the second one. No, that's the first one.
I Just Want to Sing is the first one. Just Listen is the second one. It's on that 3rd one.
Yeah.
No, it's on the 4th one. It's on the 4th one. It's on the 4th one.
Okay.
Because the third one got I believe has hold on, let me just look it up.
I'm like, I got my Spotify open. I'm like,
look it up.
Because I'm like, it is. It's Love and Music. Yes, Love and Music.
Love and Music. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, and that Soul Star album was so slept on to me. I know the 3rd one people don't talk about that one that much, but I really love that album. That 3rd Music Soul Child album, that Soul Star album. I really love it. I mean, do we consider Raphael Sadiq? Not Dwayne Wiggins, Raphael Sadiq. Do we consider him neo soul?
Yeah, but you know what? I never really got into neo soul like that because I mean I would listen to it like on the radio, but I wasn't like an avid listener of neo soul. It was like
Yeah.
certain people that made you like that I connected with that I wanted to like seek out, and like I said, like Jill is one of those people that even like any project she dropped, I'm gonna listen, and I might not go back to it, but I'm gonna listen to it. But that first album, buddy.
It's a lot of good neo soul even coming out now. I mean, so like y'all definitely. I mean, I just run off some people I listed down here. Kendrick Family Soul is dope.
Oh yeah.
You got Guapole, of course. Corinne Bailey Ray, Raheem Devon, Let It See, Dwelle.
Yeah.
Another one that is on the border of it. I don't know. I know a lot of people love her album that came out, but I don't know if it's neo soul. Is Tweet. I know people love that first
I
Tweet
would just
album.
say that's more so experimental R&B.
Yeah.
Sounds.
Yeah.
But
and Missy produced it.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That's why I said it's more experimental for sure.
But people love that Tweet album. People die by that Tweet album.
Yeah. Corinne Bailey Ray is interesting because this is a Corinne Bailey Ray stan account. Like I have it in my calendar.
I have all her stuff.
She is finally having another LA show. And
okay.
So I have it in my calendar because I'm gonna be the girl that's gonna buy the ticket the day of, and walk up and get my ticket, and I'll probably be by myself, and that's cool because I might be going to see Babyface by myself.
Hey, Babyface does a dope show.
Yeah, no. Oh, I'm gonna have to drive to fucking Palm Desert, man.
It's worth. Babyface gives a show.
Yeah, my friend went last week in Nashville, and she said she did the same thing. She decided at like that day that she was gonna go. She was like, I drove about like 45 minutes out to see him. She's like, and the set was he came the doors open at like 8. No opening act. He went on at 8:30, hour and a half set, and he was done. I was like, bet.
Babyface keeps it real technical.
Oh yeah, well I was gonna kill two birds with one stone and see him when I saw Anita Baker, but then you saw how that went. So now I gotta go see Babyface.
Shout out to them, and Roberta Flack had her homegoing service as well. Man, we doing a lot of deaf stuff in this first segment.
Wait, hold on. I just got a text from my homegirl saying, wait, the fact that Popeyes responded to you, like she just sent it to me out the blue.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, okay, so Roberta Flack.
Roberta Flack had her homegoing. Wyclef and Lauryn Hill performed at her homegoing service.
Yeah, she got there on time.
I mean, they probably had. I mean, she knew that. I mean, they couldn't. I mean, this is somebody.
Well, they kind of like wasn't. It's not that they were not invited, but it was like they wasn't invited, but they can. Yeah. So that was nice.
That was all impromptu.
Yeah, that's what she said because they kind of like rehearsed like in the back, whatever. They just kind of pulled that together that day. Because you talking, that's like when you looking at like the extended clip of that. When she's talking about she pretty much say that. It's not like, oh, you can't come or whatever, but I mean, Lauryn Hill's track record of attendance isn't that great.
Right. So now, question for you now, since we saw that. Could the Fugees just go on tour with Wyclef and Lauryn Hill?
Absolutely. Listen, and they can do their individual stuff. I mean, Wyclef got more projects than Lauryn. At some point, like I get it. The Miseducation is a solid album, but at some point, Lauryn, you can't even perform it how you should be performing the album because you still are indebted to that label.
No, not just the label, and to some of the producers like Robert Glasper, and they owed him money.
So can we get a new project, sis? Like, Like, I was excited when she was on that soundtrack for Queen and Slim.
Mm.
And I really liked that song. Oh man, this April, Six Blacks, and I think it was like, well, not Six Black. Uh, what's the girl name? I can't think of the girl name. They got a song on there that joint is heavy, like it's dope. But it's possible, and I think people at this point in time, the miseducation is fucking 30 years old. You can stop playing with us and give us a new project. And don't you got like 11,000 kids anyway?
But they're all grown damn near now.
I don't care. Legacy. We talking about generational wealth.
Yeah.
And miseducation will yes. But still, girl,
He probably just dropped more albums in death than her. Keep that in. Think about that.
Probably, but knowing Lauryn Hill.
No. That's a fact. I'm trying to like, Tupac has dropped more albums than Lauryn Hill has after he died.
Who?
Tupac.
Oh, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were talking about she'll drop more albums in death, and I was like,
no,
Hill
I
ain't
said
kept in nobody booth.
No, I'm talking about. I'm just saying that's crazy that artists that have passed away have dropped more albums than her.
I'm just interested. I don't know, but I think they could because, and it's not that Pras doesn't make the Fugees. It's just that.
And you know, I know people give Pras a hard give him a hard time, and they think because he's not. But I could see within that group dynamic that he was a glue person that kind of kept things in order. Like because both of them are kind of divas. He's a male diva a little bit.
Yeah.
He's obviously a diva, and I could see him being the calm kind of person in the middle that has kind of got shit done.
Okay.
From what I've read and like and the way he talks about it and where you kind of the way the construction of the group kind of feels like Lauren will be on some shit, he be on some shit. He the one going to the venue making sure everything cool and like we gonna be able to do this and this.
Okay. I mean that's fair, but I think
He's the oldest. He's the oldest. Like that's how Otis did in the Temptation.
Yeah.
He wasn't the best performer, but he was the organizer. He was the one making sure everything happened still.
I just I think it's possible. Isn't Pras looking at time? I think they just need to suck it up and just go on tour.
Well, I mean, they tried to.
I know they tried.
Yeah, and Pras is suing her or sued her.
So, I don't know. Like, that's just weird. Yeah. But see, and I wonder because I remember my mom was saying back in the day, Aretha Franklin used to be like that. And
really?
Yeah, she was like Aretha Franklin, not as bad as Lauryn Hill. It wasn't like she was having you coming out on the stage at like 11, but she would be late to shows. She would take her time, and then they have to start, refunding money, and that cost the venue money. And so maybe it's like a trickle down thing, and it's just like you've messing up your money.
I didn't even know that.
Together at some point, because she's like just the whole production of that performance was phenomenal. Like I was sitting here damn near about to cry watching it because I was just so like it was just like such a beautiful tribute. And like Lauren, you just like your voice, like it's just so pure. Like you don't have this messed up ass voice, and
and she could fucking rap too, man. She could rap.
Like, but you done been through a lot. You give us a new fucking album, shit, because you got.
But you know what? I wonder if she has a fear of like exposing herself, that being that vulnerable and having her kids hearing her be that vulnerable. I just wonder that with artists, like, like if I do have all this pain, but I don't want my kids really hearing about this shit about their dad or about things I've been going through that I don't want, I don't know if, and she didn't want to maybe come with a fluff album that was just, fluffy.
I mean, and that's what it could be, is because they always say that, it's that second album slump when you have such a historical moment
Mm-hmm.
like that and project like that. But I tell you who did it, Alicia Keys. That second album, whoo.
The sophomore slump. The second album was better than the first one.
And that's what I was about to say. Woo, I mean that, no skips.
It's not that many artists that can say that. Well, it's a lot of artists. I mean, Michael Jackson's second. Well, it depends. Well, I'm not gonna get in that debate right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, but I still love Jane Doe from that the first project. Songs in A minor.
Yeah.
Hey, 'cause I'd be crazy to let my man go. Oh, I used to sing the hell out of Jane Doe. I can relate. Oh man, I love music. Such a good thing. But okay, speaking of music.
Yeah. You want to talk about Doechii not liking straight men?
Oh, you going there? I was going somewhere else. But okay.
Oh, hold on. Stop the presses. You are correct. Let's stay in the music area. Hey man, R. Kelly said he's coming out with 20. He's got 20 albums already set up, y'all. Hold on. We finna play it from himself. And R. Kelly has dropped something new too. We're gonna premiere it here live on the show.
I can't believe we're giving this nigga the time of day, but let's do it.
Able to continue singing in there and doing what you do best?
Well, singing is a beautiful disease. That's incurable. That's not going to happen. Stop singing.
Right.
I don't care where I'm at. I'm alive. So I'm always singing. I'm always writing. I've written like 25 albums since I've been in here. So, and right now I'm just working on getting back to what it is God gave me my talent to do.
Right.
That's what I'm waiting on right now. That's what I'm working on right now. Hopefully it's coming really good. So.
Hold on, we got some more context too. Hold on, y'all.
Oh, hello.
Hey, hello. I was calling towards saying happy birthday to somebody. What's up?
How are you?
Go ahead, Don.
Who are these white girls? And wait. This is y'all, black people.
Wait.
Talking to y'all. Y'all gotta stop being so fucking inclusive. Cause how the fuck y'all got a teacup in the back? And I know white people drink tea, but y'all don't use tea in the form that we use tea. So get out of here. Get out of here.
Let them cook.
I'm great. You ready?
Oh, you gonna sing to us? Okay. We are ready. We're ready.
Standing here looking in the mirror, saying damn to myself. I should have known the day would come. She would find somebody else. And all the things I took her through, shit, I shouldn't have lasted this long. Now I'm at this telephone booth, literally, calling her wrong. When a woman said,
hey,
no matter how you beg, no, it ain't nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do.
All right, I'm not gonna play. It's a longer interview thing. I don't feel like playing all of that. Because it's no point purpose. Now, before we go into our premiere song, let's talk about this right here. He also says later on in this same interview, he got 25 albums dropping. He gonna try to get out soon. Now, there's three different things I have for you, Don. 3 questions from this whole thing. One, how the hell did he get on this random podcast? That's one.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to be a dream crusher and hater.
No, I don't care. I ain't hating. I'm just saying, is you just calling, or, well, I'm gonna answer my own question. I think before. I think if you put enough on his books, he'll call it anybody's show. In theory, I don't know that. Just seems like it'd be plausible. Second, why is he going around like he on a promo tour, like he getting ready to drop for real, like he's really finna get out? Is he delusional, or does he not know something we don't know?
Maybe he knows something we don't know, but he been delusional his entire life, baby.
That's true. Very good point. My third one is, does he not know that he has other charges that he has to go, like, after he gets after he gets out 20, 25 years on that one, there's another 20, another Twinkie sitting waiting for him. It's another set of 20 I think that's already waiting for him too after this.
I don't think. I'm gonna have to review his case again. Also, this goes back to what we are kind of talking about, even when we talk about the Puffy case. You know, like understanding the laws of what sex trafficking is, even if you consent to certain things, it's
the underage stuff though that's going to
it's the
get him.
underage, all of that. I don't think. Okay, I don't think it's fair that R. Kelly is in jail for his past transgressions when the courts also have not held these people's parents accountable, because there are some parents that willingly allow their child to go with this creep.
Good point.
So that's it. But the delusion is real. But you know what, Daryl? I figured out that we all need a layer of delusion in our lives to be successful and to just do it. You know what I mean? Just to cut out the noise and be delusional. But that motherfucker is really delusional.
Yeah, because he's doing like, and we're gonna premiere his version of it was a Chris Brown. What was
So there's a residuals challenge. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and y'all gonna call me biased, but you better go to Mario's page and listen to that cover, because that shit is hot, and it's hot. Yeah.
But R. Kelly did his own remix. He didn't do he did his own version, right?
Yeah. So no. He also did the challenge, but from jail. So that's what we're about to drop here. As I just heard it before I got on here, and I just was like, Daryl.
We got to premiere it. We premiering it hot. Premiere. If I had like the bombs, I'd be dropping bombs right now. Here we go. New R. Kelly.
From federal prison. This call is from Robert Kelly. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. You may begin speaking now.
I got 2 minutes. Let's go. First, I want to thank my fans for being a realist. Now let's get down to business. Only breathing baby. Had to make this phone call just to let you know you ain't shit. Questions on my mind. Questions on my mind. Still selling my music, making all this money. Don't even send shit to my books for commentary, no. Oh, I'm in this place, I know I don't deserve it. No, there's questions on my mind. There's questions on my mind. Did I build you up? Build you up?
All right, that's enough of Kills. He think he really finna get back out here and do some stuff.
Hey, but he said y'all ain't putting nothing on his books.
I know. That's a back call to the R. Kelly fans.
To set my people free, Lord, my Lord. You know, we need to be free from the bondage that has held us captive for over 5,000 years. Please, Jesus,
free us from R. Kelly. Just free us from R. Kelly.
Daryl.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not a dream crusher. You know what? And maybe that's what's keeping him alive. No. That hope is controlling him in every circumstance and is keeping him alive. Okay. I think the unfortunate thing about all of this is that he doesn't. I don't think it clicks, because that he clearly has a level of mental health issues that have not been explored fully. Because for you to think that what you were doing was what's okay, and everybody y'all know me, y'all gonna say you talking all that stuff about R. Kelly, but you're a Chris Brown fan. I'm like, there's a level of accountability that Chris Brown has that R. Kelly is delusional about. Like, he doesn't acknowledge, like, he don't know how to hog tie people. But you know how to, like, but you was that you didn't know what it. So there's a level that like there's a huge disconnect there, and I know that that is a theme that is running wild in Hollywood, and people always say the consequences are more detrimental when it comes to black people and people of color. It is. We know that. That's why your ass shouldn't get in trouble. And that's an easier thing, said than done. But we know the rules are not the same for us. They've never been the same for us. So you really got to watch what you say and how you operate. But it's just unfortunate that, like you said, nigga, if you got out, if they was just like, you know what, we're going to give you time served, isn't Georgia waiting on him?
Mm-hmm. Because is he in the New York one or Chicago one? He's damned up in New York.
I think he was Chicago. I could be wrong. I thought he was like, this was him being in jail for Chicago's shenanigans.
Let's see, where is he in? I know New York has something on him. He's in North Carolina because he's in a federal case. Shit. That's right.
Well, yeah, that is.
You got to 85% of that mandatory. 85-90% of that mandatory.
Did he go to jail?
2021.
Shit, it feel like it was
30 years. And he got 30 years. 30 years federal. He got 20 sitting for him waiting in New York, 15 in Chicago.
I'm surprised that they didn't just roll that shit together.
You think
so? What
kind
of lawyer did he have? Like, he didn't have a good lawyer. He didn't have a good lawyer because wasn't that the dude in the suits and stuff arguing in the hallway with people? He the fool that made him go do that interview. So yeah, R. Kelly, has he even tried to?
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Boyz II Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
Y'all, this is not me. This is a little bit of devil's advocate. I'm not advocating for him. Mm-hmm. But I'm surprised he hasn't really tried to hire somebody else on appeal. But I guess a lot of that goes back to finances, because if you don't have the finances to do that.
And people don't know that he sold a lot of his masters too before.
Yeah, so.
So he got 20 in Chicago, 30 in federal.
Damn.
So they might. I don't know if they're rolled together. I'm trying to figure out if they're rolled together or not.
That's just, oh Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah,
because but that's the thing is it's like you almost.
Oh yeah, Dom. No, he got to do them differently. So the Chicago one is state 20. The federal one that's federal 30. That was in New York. So the 30 was done in the federal court of New York. It was done in the Brooklyn district federal jury in Brooklyn. The Chicago is another 20 for the state of Illinois. That you got to roll into that state time. He's doing the federal time.
Oh, he might be able to not
maybe
have
some of that kind of molded together.
Because they might be able. I bet if he got a lawyer that could negotiate that, especially depending on him doing that federal time. Because fuck, how old is R. Kelly? What is he? 50s, almost 60?
It's got to be close to 60. Hold on.
Like in this.
58.
Yeah, that sounds like yeah.
Yeah. So you talking about he's only did 4.
And you hate to say that, but that's
But I'm saying he's gonna have to do all that 30 at the minimum. If they're gonna drop that 20, he ain't getting out more closer than 30. If they dropping the 20,
Yeah.
he gonna at least have to do 28. And he gonna have some people pass away that forgot. And hopefully he's still alive for his sake.
And that's what I was saying, because I was like, damn, like that's the part.
Fuck
That's
it,
what I
fuck
was
it,
saying. That
man.
picture that was up there on the screen, I was like, he looked a little much older.
Yeah.
But I was surprised
Fuck
that
him, no. Fuck him, no doubt. Fuck him.
okay.
For real, fuck him.
I was trying to. It was the Aquarian, humanitarian. I mean, I was surprised they didn't do like a psych evaluation, because that's always been a thing too. Is that R. Kelly really couldn't read or write, like he could read like at the 3rd grade level.
Yep.
So I was surprised that but this is the fucked up thing. And R. Kelly at that time did have some money. But when you don't have the right people that are well connected fighting for you and you paying that good money, you are always gonna be screwed. You might get somebody that love their job and they're really, gonna fight for you that ain't overloaded with cases. But based on his behavior alone, you knew mentally that boy wasn't well. We'd have known that for a long time. And like I said, like that Aaliyah shit, like why your 30-year-old ass marrying a 15-year-old? Also, like all of that stuff, like you were mentally not well. You were sick.
Yeah.
I'm like, you might have been better off at an asylum. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. All right, let's get into this Doechii thing. So Doechii went on, was it Hot Wings or Hot Fire Wings? With I forgot the sister's name.
It's the
the wing show where people be burning their mouth up, asking different questions and stuff.
First of all, you're not gonna diminish a hot wing like that, okay?
No, you look here. My daughter almost killed herself eating hot wings during the pandemic because she loves hot stuff. But she thought it was so good. It was so hot she was crying. But she thought it was so good at the same time that she kept eating it. Like this little girl will get Inferno Wings places and like be chilling.
Oh my god, I love it.
And she was literally sitting there crying. I was like, Xander, you want? No, I want to eat it.
Yeah, she
was
just
like, crying.
Man, it's so good.
Yeah.
She needs some milk.
She's like, no, I want to eat. I don't want to not eat it. I'm like, all right. She was only in kindergarten then. I was like, you kill yourself then. All right, go ahead.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
But the Hot Wing show, what is it? I forgot. What is this? Let me get in the props though.
It is Hot Wings.
It's Hot Ones.
Hot Ones. Sorry. Yeah.
Hot Ones name of the show. And they have different hosts and different guests together, and they eat and have discuss different questions and eat hot wings basically on it. So Doechii goes on there and she has this to say that kind of got people up in arms a little bit.
What's my biggest dating red flag?
Is it being on the DL?
You're on the right track. I have my answer.
Is it close enough?
You want to guess one more time? What would be a red flag for me?
Bad music taste?
Oh, that is a good one.
Because that's one for me.
That is a good one.
Like,
but that's
what
not
do you
what
mean
I put.
you don't listen to Michael Jackson? But okay.
Okay. This is a huge red flag for me.
All right. You know what's so crazy? I was going to say men. I love this already.
No, like, I mean, strike one. You're a man.
Yeah.
And you're heterosexual.
Yeah. So technically, because my mind was already there, I don't think I deserve to eat a wing.
I think you do, friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, always go with your gut instinct.
I think you need more sauce. First of all.
All right.
Also, we just want to say that the caption that was on that video
caption was horrible.
reviews of the Everyone Needs an Aqaurius podcast.
Yeah, it was just I just had to download it from somewhere, y'all. Sorry about that.
Okay, so I've seen a lot of interesting things from people, men, women. I even saw comedian Ryan Davis, who's an Aquarius, react to this, saying that, you know, how Doechii isn't like really a role model. You know, she's done things where she's had her boyfriend pretty much like play Russian roulette with, pulling a trigger. Like these are old YouTube videos. There's videos of her doing cocaine online. So somebody saying these types of things cannot reflect the views of whatever. Also, I want people to understand that Doechii does not identify as like straight. She is like a bisexual woman, and I mean has a whole song about dating, like find out that her man that I guess identified as supposed to be straight was actually DL.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, like, so it's like it's interesting because I can see how somebody is offended, but in this day and age where we see so many chaotic things happen at the hands of men, it's like tricky to kind of have this conversation. And as a woman that has experienced some of those threatening things from men, and no, I haven't done anything to deserve it, because that's one of the things that people like to say. I can only speak from my experience, whether it be the workplace, whether it being nice, rejecting somebody. I'm never that girl like, oh, whatever, because I have to think about my safety consistently. I've been followed home before when those things have happened, like even as young as high school. Like my cousin used to have to get up with me in the morning and pick me up from the bus stop because of being harassed, and people just not like, men not being nice. And also, if you kind of not like a terrible ass person, you're gonna take this with a grain of salt and just be like, okay, girl, you you don't like straight men, you like queer men, you like the little bigger tickets, and that's cool, and you're gonna keep it moving. And so I think a lot of people mad, like, she could have been like more detailed, specific, as opposed to saying such a broad statement. But that's her experience, and that's how she feels. So a lot of people are gonna say things that you don't agree with. I think it's a bigger question of why does it bother you so much? Like I think those are things that we have to say, and also you have to remember, sometimes it's the why. Why did she say that, right? You knew that this was gonna spark a huge debate potentially or whatever. But also it directs people back to, hey, I don't know who Doechii is. Who is Doechii? Maybe you going to listen to her music, seeing what she's saying, like you be like, oh, actually she kind of dope, or this not for me or whatever. But all of it is an end game. It's all a marketing thing. We talk about that. But I think that's what it is. It's like, I think there's some men that are just like so upset, that are probably more along the lines of like, I'm not gonna say the red pill, blue pill podcast bros guys, but
No, I think that is the main guy.
it is, but a lot. But I feel like if this was something you was upset about, D, you would have called me.
Nah, I wasn't upset.
You would have been like, hey man, what the F is going on with Doechii? Like, you would have called me if you were offended in some sort of way. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a difference. And so I want to know why, like, y'all have to just allow people's experiences and what they say, let that be their thing. Like, Doechii isn't the national spokesperson for Black people.
Yeah.
She's not the Rosetta Stone that people are looking to, because you already got people calling her industry plant, as if Doechii ain't been working and
Well,
growing.
you know why they call it. You know what? There's only certain people that call it industry plants. There's only one section of people.
And
No, I'm saying like, no.
Yeah.
There's only one section of fans. Name the person whose fans are saying that.
Ice Spice.
Oh no.
Oh no, but that's really a thing. That's really a thing.
Oh no, I'm talking about from the male side.
Oh, okay, okay.
Who is, if you notice, all the people that are saying she's an industry plant, most of them are whose fans?
Oh, Kevin Samuels.
No, this
Oh,
artist.
Drake.
And who is
Oh,
she signed to?
oh, I be forgetting that she on that label. Yeah, but
So you start getting them crumb trails. You start like,
also,
oh, that's why she's an industry plant,
oh,
because
I want
she's
to say this.
attached to Kendrick Lamar and attached to TDE.
Yeah, and also,
Even though she's been coming out with music for like 10 years
yeah.
almost.
So,
But hold on, why are the people, Ice Spice people, saying she's an industry plant?
well, let's
Explain
get
it.
there.
Hold on. Fuck what I got to talk about with. Look, man, I think some of y'all niggas ridiculous too much. I'm gonna do mine real quick because I want to hear this Ice Spice narrative. I get why people are upset just on first glance. When I first saw it, I was like, what? Cause I read someone said, like, let me hear the context and watch it. And I sat there and I was like, why do I even give a fuck? To be honest with you, Doechii's already said she's on sexually on the spectrum. She's bisexual herself. She ain't gonna fuck me anyway. So why am I caring? Most of these women ain't gonna fuck me. Let's just keep it 100. Shout out to you, Megan. You know, as always, holla at your boy. But we've already seen it. Most of them, I mean, obviously Megan didn't want me. So, you know, I've already got I took my shot. And it don't mean nothing.
Oh,
I think
listen, hold the fuck up. I forgot about her. I was thinking about Meg Thee Stallion. I was like, well, when the fuck did you meet Meg Thee Stallion? It didn't
no.
take me.
Yeah, I'm old school. For our new listeners, made me listen. We're talking about there's a Megan good story. Go back in the archives, or at some point, I may retell it in a story time with the Megan Good story at some point. But we got a lot to talk about today. So, no. So I see how someone could get there because just the same way if somebody went on there that was a regular dude or something that went on there and said, "Hey, man, my preference is white women," or my red flag is black women. You know, it can make people feel some type of way. No. I'm just saying that's the initial response I thought about.
I was gonna say, well, that story we gonna have to circle back to. That did happen, and that did happen. Now unalive.
Yeah. And that's a whole. We're gonna have to wait for that one to go a little bit, get more adjudicated for that one. But like I said, then I was like, man, like I said, it don't even matter. I don't even care for real, to be honest with you. Why am I getting up in arms about this? To be honest with you, it's Doechii. I do think she knew she was being incendiary. I fuck with her music, but at the same time, I acknowledge that she was being messy. She knew she was being messy though too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's because it's the whole banter around it, but it's like when I don't get mad when even when I hear black men or say that they don't date black women or anything like that. It's always the dudes that I'm like,
I wouldn't have fucked with you anyway.
I wasn't, yeah. So I'm like, I'm not.
And this is the thing, like, and even when we're talking about the interracial side, or even with the side of what Doechii said that she's red flag as being, it's so many other people. The percentages of people that are not that are going to be saying that that's their preference ain't even in your wheelhouse or not even affecting you.
Yeah, so, I'm not about to.
Even because most dude, if a dude did say that, he'd be an asshole, and I would have a lot of other words for him, you know. But 85-90% of black dudes marry black women or in relationships with black women.
But that's the thing. It's like when you understand the metrics and you know the numbers and the reality of a lot of stuff, it doesn't affect you. And a lot of stuff, we know that people do things and click fakey things. We know what that's about. That is purely about engagement.
That's the only thing that I thought about that was a little bit, I wouldn't say draconian, more 48 laws of power-ish from Doechii was doing by doing that. Like she knew what the fuck she, and then that's the only reason I was like, you was being kind of messy, Doechii, on purpose.
Yeah. And
you knew that was going to fucking happen.
This isn't like the first.
They weren't going to understand. Most motherfuckers won't understand. They was going to just hear, I'm attracted to bisexual men, and she knew that. She's not unintelligent.
Yeah, but also like I think it's one of those weird things where people are are always gonna like look for something. It's not like I said, she has been in the public eye for such a long time. Like if you go back to her YouTube page, like you see how far them videos go back. She's well aware. She's aware. And so it is literally like they say, you know, anything press is press, whether it be good or bad, as long as they're talking about you. So we've been talking about this for now several days. But the interesting fun part about it is the stuff that like Ice Spice and them are saying, like,
okay, so explain this Ice Spice.
Like you said, she's like an interesting plant.
Ice Spice started this. So Ice Spice started
I
this.
don't know if it was her fans per se, but I know that it's like those people. And talking about she's the token dark skinned girl because it can't always be a dark skinned girl. And I want us blacks.
So someone is on her. So this is new. So I'm just reading this Reddit page. It says, "Can someone explain to me what is a chosen dark skin?" She says, "I just watched the video about the rapper Ice Spice and her friend Baby Storm, and they were texting each other about Doechii. They both pretty much came to the agreement that Doechii isn't talented, which she is, and she's only famous because she's pretty and skinny, but happens to be dark skinned, so that part is overlooked. I don't understand Ice Spice beef with dark skinned women. Plus, didn't Ice Spice have beef with Baby Storm? Okay, I don't care about all that. Wasn't Ice Spice saying colorism shit to Baby Storm, and that's so long ago she was super mean?
So
okay, so does that what?
Yeah, and so this is a reoccurring theme that happens historically in our community and in other races, you know, that happens as well. But it's like the hate, you gonna sit up here and tell me that this dark skinned beautiful, because I always thought, I was like, man, how her features are set up, I said, she just can't be from Florida. Like, she is giving like African goddess tease. Like, she's so beautiful to me. Like, Doechii is. And you sitting up here looking like fucking Curly Sue. Not even Curly Sue. Just like this, like.
I am Dom with the Uncaped Mama podcast. What can you expect on the Uncaped Mama podcast? Well, one, you can expect me talking about all types of topics related to motherhood and parenting. So things like, you know, things I've already talked about here, right, are going through loss and experiencing loss and rebuilding your relationship with yourself. I've talked about child support and all the issues surrounding that. I'll talk about money and finances. I've talked about self-care for parents. I will have myself, I'll have guests, I will have funny and light topics and also some more serious topics. My goal here is for moms to take their capes off, be okay with the good, bad, and the in-between that comes with motherhood, and to be able to shape your journey the way that works best for you and your children. You are unique. You are different. There's lots of advice out there and a lot of information you can process. And my goal is for you to determine what works best for you. So that is the purpose of the Uncaped Mama podcast. That is what you will see here. Make sure to like, subscribe, listen, follow, engage with me. I would love to connect with you, and I'll see you on the next.
You want us to believe, but that is also how people be raising their kids. And so you think about like the whole aspect of like light skin versus dark skin, and how, because the proximity to whiteness is there, and where you can almost pretty much pass, and they have taught you that you are so elite that you can't even recognize somebody for their talent because the bitch has bars. You're going to tell me that your song Fart, Munch.
No, none of her songs are good. None of them.
Exactly.
None of them. It's trash. Look, I know that I'm the old man.
I know that. Listen,
whack. It's fucking whack.
And so the weird thing is that like,
and if anything, she's an industry plant. I don't believe in an industry plant, but if anything, it's fucking Ice Spice. She in fucking Dunkin' Donuts commercials with Ben Affleck and shit. Now you can't tell me that Doechii is the industry plant, and this fucking person with no talent is fucking in commercials and shit. Now all of a sudden,
this is the prime example of
she a light skinned fucking girl from fucking Puerto Rican girl from Harlem or wherever she's from. and they think she cute and a light skinned chick, and then because she
and y'all be killing me.
stop
Thinking
this
like,
shit, man.
and then it's just like
Dark skinned girls never get more favored than light skinned girls. Let's stop that bullshit.
they don't.
Stop.
And no matter how like more attractive, visually attractive a dark skinned girl can be than a light skinned girl, like the dark skinned girl is always gonna have it harder. Like that's just what it is. Like historically, it's like that. And y'all come around and y'all be like perpetuating that bullshit, and that shit is whack. And I just be like, I don't. It's always disgusting to me because I'm like, at the end of the day, we all fucking black. Like we are just variations of the same fucking color brown. You know what I mean? And the fucked up part is that this is a prime example of never dimming your light for no fucking body. Like showing up as who you are, no matter how loud, weird, kooky you are, because you are going to intimidate somebody that is going to have a reaction like that. And that's what we see happening. It's just like, girl, you texting who and you think you about to be relevant in these next couple of years? Like, girl, no. Like,
and I heard her say she read her own stuff. I was like, man, we need to get Ice Spice was smart. I don't condone rappers necessarily not writing their own bars, but Ice Spice needs somebody to write her shit. She could actually be marketable if she actually had somebody writing her shit. Look at Cardi B.
Yeah.
And look, y'all said y'all want Cardi B has her shit written for her. And that's fine. Whatever. But Ice Spice, a song called Munch. I can't believe y'all motherfuckers let that song be popping for a minute. I can't believe it.
I just never got into it. Like, I love me. I'm like Team Flo Milli, Baby Tate.
So many other ones. Scar. You got Scar, old girl from the Bronx.
Let me tell you this. I like that damn Suki Hana more than I like Ice Spice.
Look, you're right. I don't fuck with Sukiana for real either. But if I had to ride the one, I'm gonna have to ride the Sukiana over.
Exactly. And so I just, you know what? But also, it's also enough room for everybody to win. She's having her time.
Yeah, I didn't think it's whack. Who am I to be about? But I think it's whack. But I think it's whack that it's just she always gives an air to me like she don't fuck with like certain type of girls. That's just I don't know her, but it's just the feeling I get. Yeah. You know, that's my gut feeling.
Yeah.
I could totally see her hating on a dark skinned young lady.
Well,
we know that.
First time.
Yeah.
This probably won't be the last time.
Yeah. All right. Southwest Airlines, man. What?
Shuffle fun. See, and if y'all want to know what I'm talking about, go YouTube that. That's like one of their theme songs for their training video. That's what that is.
They have a new CEO, and since the new CEO came on, I think maybe a year ago, Southwest has just been fucking up back to back.
From announcing that they were going to start assigning seats to their customers
instead of just having
for making it like the bus, where it's like you got to be in a certain group. And then now they announced that they are doing away with the 2 free check bags.
Starting on May 28, 2025, only Southwest Rapid Rewards A-List preferred members and business select fare passengers will continue to receive 2 free bags checked. A-List members and select customers will receive 1 free check bag, while Rapid Rewards credit card members will receive a credit for 1 check bag. All other passengers will now have to pay for their first and second check bags with weight and size restrictions still in place. All right, just one more part real quick. The move is part of a broader strategy to boost profitability and cater to Southwest's most loyal customers. We have tremendous opportunity to meet current and future customer needs, attract new customer segments we don't compete for today, and return to the levels of profitability that both we and our shareholders expect. Southwest Airlines CEO Bob Jordan said in a news release. Y'all niggas just a little bit higher than Spirit now.
I'm gonna just say this.
And I love Southwest for years. I have a Southwest credit card, the whole 9. I'm an A-list member in the whole 9.
Well, you'll get a credit for your check bag. Honestly, I'm gonna say that Southwest hasn't necessarily been the most pocket friendly in a while.
Right? Yeah. Oh, no. They have been tripping the last few years, like on price wise.
And so I've been able to get round trips to places on other airlines for half of the cost on Southwest. And I'm not saying, oh, I was on Spirit, because I do fly Spirit. I'm not embarrassed. I'm like, shit, if it's gonna get me there, it's gonna get me there. And I've never had any of those nigga issues that people have had. I think that also depends on where you flying out from. Like
I
a
was just
lot
gonna
of
say that Atlanta, Houston, Chicago, DC.
they don't fly to St. Louis.
They don't. That I
Yeah,
was gonna name. I would have named them if
yeah.
they flew to St. Louis.
But you know what?
Philly.
Here's the funny thing. I flew out of Spirit coming back from Atlanta last year because that was the only airline that had a direct flight. And all the other airlines had crazy ass layovers. Like I would have had like a 13-hour layover in Miami. And I was like, it'd be one thing if I like the city like that, but I don't like, and I have a really good friend there. And I was like, I'm going to just pay a few extra dollars and fly Spirit so I can get a direct flight. I've taken it as a red eye to New York because that was like the only red eye I could get. And low key, I flew Spirit to. I flew
Spirit does
Spirit.
fly to St. Louis now. I'm sorry.
Oh, that must be that's a new stop then, because it wasn't always St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
I've low key flown Spirit a lot lately. In the last several years, and I've never had a bad experience. Never had an issue with a bag being lost, or anything like that. So, and I'm a person also. I get on the flight, I buckle my seatbelt, my headphones are on, I'm knocked out. Listen, I'm gonna have to order another light because, and I have one sitting right here. But I'll tell you, this is fully charged. Laptop was fully charged. And everything today, like all of a sudden, that's why I turned my camera off. My battery was down on my laptop. I was like, you know what? This shit. Oh,
Well, for our audio listeners, Dom's light has went out on.
Yeah, I'm over here tussling y'all. I'm sorry. That means we've been recording too long. Shit.
Hold on, I'm gonna. Yeah, we back. But this doesn't make any sense, and this is just I don't even like. This is to me this is worse than Donald Trump winning, or I would say worse. Let me take that back. This is most surprising thing more than Donald Trump winning is actually because Southwest's whole thing was fly your back. That was their whole 80% of their marketing campaign is this.
Like I think, but this is where we go back to having those conversations about hiring people that are out of touch, that are looking for a quick money grab, and you're talking about profitability for your shareholders, which are a lot of people that already have money. You want to be able to profit off of this because I think, like, didn't they run somebody's metrics about checking bags, and they made like billions of dollars alone on just the baggage fees. So that's what they saw. But like, I'd be interested to see how people pull out and start flying, other airlines. Like, they already had sent an email talking about they were changing the structure of the point system. Mm-hmm. Because I didn't get an email about the baggage fee. They just did a press release about that. But I was looking at the email for that where they was talking about, and this was just, and then actually this was this morning they sent this email. Today we announced updates to some of our policies and benefits within our fare bundle. Sharing them with you is important to us as we are looking forward to as we are working to offer you more choices to create travel experiences that fit your need. So they say something about the updated bag policy. I skipped over that, so my bad, because they didn't say what the bag fees would be. But then they say updates our fare bundles. We're updating the benefits of our fare bundles and phases, whether you're looking for a lower price with fewer perks or more benefits for added flexibility. You'll have the choice to pick what's works for you. And the first phase is beginning this month. We've increased our rapid rewards earn ratio on our business select fares and lowered the earn ratio on our want to get away fares and want to get away plus. We also began to vary our redemption rates across the fare products on some high and low demand travel periods. So they already, like, it's a whole call to action that they're doing, trying to profit more. And I feel like a lot of that stuff never works in the end. And if people are really going to be an uproar about that shit, I need y'all to give Southwest the same energy that y'all are giving Target. And I also don't like the fact that y'all not giving Walmart and some of these other brands the same energy that y'all giving Target. I'm like, if you're going to do it across all brands. Shit.
If you do it across everybody.
Hell.
I don't understand Southwest's model with even doing this. Like I said, this is part of their whole. This is their thing.
This is their thing.
All right. Finally, we asked a whole bunch of topics, but we're going to wrap it up with this one.
He was like, your light cutting out, your computer down. You having a hard time over there.
Yeah, we look, we got to go here, though. Did not notice.
Low key, I forgot we had this one. I was like, oh, yeah.
Dom, break it down for everybody. This one makes no sense. I'm sorry, but you go ahead, Dom, break it down for us.
What doesn't make sense to you?
I didn't even know this was even possible. Like, all these names together don't seem like they will all be hanging out.
Actually, it makes perfect sense when you understand Hollywood.
Okay, I just, like, if I was like, yo, them two just kicking it, they coming through, I'm like, they?
Yeah, I'm like, it's
go ahead.
It's interesting because I think that it is plausible, but I don't think the actions are plausible, right? Like, because it's kind of weird. So it says, I think I sent. Let me pull the correct story, and we're gonna circle back to you, Anthony Edwards, next week because you think you know.
Yeah, we look. Hey.
So
we'll revisit you, brother.
Pretty much, Odell Beckham and Druski were named in a suit along with Puffy, where a woman alleged that she was raped by them along with Puffy at one of his parties. So I'm trying to. I have the Druski one pulled up, but I can't find the full article. Hold on. All these pages. Okay, so anyway, so the woman hasn't been named, but pretty much she alleged that she went to an event and encountered Odell Beckham along with Druski, and she claimed to have been recorded along with a host of other things that happened. And so Druski responded and said that this was a fabrication, and also this allegedly happened in 2018. Actually, she was named. So this was an amended complaint filed by Ashley Parham in the Northern District of California, where Druski and NFL star Odell Beckham were named as defendants alongside Combs. Parham alleges that in 2018 she was drugged, kidnapped, and raped by multiple individuals, including Druski and Beckham, during the incident involving Combs. Specifically, the lawsuit claims that Druski doused her with oil or lubricant and participated in the assault while Combs recorded it. Druski has since denied these accusations. He further claimed that in 2018 he was broke, living with his mother, and had no significant ties to the entertainment industry or the Combs circle, distancing himself from the allegation. The lawsuit is part of a broader wave of over 45
civil cases against Mr. Combs as of March 2025. And so he literally says this. The allegations is a fabricated lie. I wasn't a public figure in 2018. I was broke, living with my mom without any connections to the entertainment industry at the time of this allegation. So this inclusion of my name is truly outlandish. My heart breaks for the actual victims of abuse, but I'm fully confident that the evidence will expose this falsehood and the individuals who are maliciously trying to game the legal system is to peddle false narratives. Odell Beckham has also spoken out and said that I have been informed of the allegations about my name in a suit in California. I can't even believe that my name is mentioned in that matter. There's absolutely no truth to those allegations. I do not know or never have met this person that filed the suit. I was not anywhere near Orinda, California at that time. In fact, I don't even think I've ever been to Orinda, California. I've never done anything like that, and I would never do anything like that to anyone. I'm confident these ridiculous claims against me will be dismissed.
So there's a huge conversation kind of surrounding this because the trickle down effect. And we know that Druski, Odell Beckham both have like endorsement deals with people, and people are like, you know, if this isn't true, this could potentially affect those things along with future things should this be false. Everybody isn't a Jay-Z and even Jay-Z, you know, acknowledged that because of what Tony Busby did, had lost him and his family somewhere between $50 million. I'm not saying that this victim wasn't assaulted. It's kind of like what we said with the girl last time. Like, something might have happened to you, but it might not have been with those particular people, but also that whole timeline about taking the bus or train somewhere just didn't make sense. Or somebody driving her to New York. In the event, let's say this isn't true.
Yep.
Do you think that they should have the right to be able to turn around and sue this young lady for these lies? Because I think it's really bold for you to file the suit and you are putting your name out there, where it's not this Jane Doe person, where pretty much all this other.
We always talk about put your name on it. Put your name on it. If
yeah. So, but then on the flip side of this, like, what if this shit is true?
See, this Diddy and R. Kelly, who we talked about earlier, that made us be like this. Before, back in the 90s and early 2000s.
I'm sorry, the dog barking. She's fine.
No, it's all good. Back in the 90s, and this is going to sound super horrible, Dom. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, we would hear a scandal. We could just look at it on his face and be like, don't believe it. And we kept it pushing. Horrible ideas of it. Because I don't know if those people that was accusing these people were correct or right or wrong. But we can at least, we'll look and we'll be like, you know what, I don't think that happened. And then we just keep it pushing. It's a culture. Now we got to be like, dang, let me wait before, let me get all the facts.
Because it's weird because like so many people are lying and they are looking for a money grab. I was like, damn.
And that's the thing, that's the only messed up part. That toxic part of this it feels like now, because I don't know if you saw Diddy's former co-owner of Bad Boy suing him now, claiming that Diddy essayed him, also made him sign over his 25% of Bad Boy, all kind of stuff. Hold on,
I was like, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna sound crazy. So today I was watching this. I think you might have watched it because I got your login. The Kobe 3-part series that's on HBO.
I haven't watched it yet.
Somebody watched it because in one of the episodes I had to restart it. Okay. So of course they revisit that time in like, what was that, 2003, with the whole thing that happened with him and the girl
in Colorado.
in Colorado, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I was like, I haven't really revisited any of that since that incident happened. And then today, watching that, and then they go through, like, they play the tapes of when he was
Arrested,
like when they, like, well, no, he wasn't arrested yet, but they was kind of like questioning him. They brought him in for questioning. And then he immediately was just like, I can't have my wife find out about this or whatever. Like, he was automatically, on the defensive, like, what am I going to tell my wife? And blah, 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 blah. So, and then they said, we're not going to tell your wife. Did you have sex with her? And he was like, yes, we had sex. Like, it was consensual. So the interesting thing about it, I was like, so then it takes you to this place of, it's like a him versus her, and her detailing pretty much, oh, I didn't want to say no, or I wanted to say no, or I said no, and it was like, when he told you no, what was happening? Because he was like kind of choking her during the act, which is things that do happen. That might be his kink. People like to choke and bite. And they said, did you say no? She's like, but did he hear you? Because this one thing so she was like, well, I didn't say it any louder than like what I'm saying it now. So it was like kind of no, like low. And so
I'm Doechii. They sleep. Yeah, we part of Just Posted Podcast, man. The best show on this network. Come on, check, girl.
Seriously, man. Just Posted. It's just me and Doechii sitting back talking about what the fuck going on in the world and the streets.
We said labor of love. He said labor of love. I ain't say that shit. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, everybody coming to watch, though, man. We really appreciate y'all. Holla at y'all later.
Hey, man, this nigga just tall for no reason.
I'm gone.
And he do regular jobs. Don't forget that.
but when the statement like that he kind of made, after that you was like, hold the fuck up. Because you probably don't even remember, but it kind of is like, it's post press conference, it is post all this stuff being done, the case is over, and his statement was just like pretty much like, yeah, I fucked up, I shouldn't have did what I did, and me having to understand that it was almost kind of like, I should have made.
Wasn't the main thing? You finished watching the whole thing?
I finished watching the whole thing.
I thought the real thing that was the gray area in that was she was consenting to everything but having anal sex.
So they don't go that deep into detail, but still seeing it.
Right, but I always thought that was the gray area. Was like
it was okay. So the guy, like her homeboy that she tells, that works there, that does the press conferences, like she immediately came down and like she was like crying, and I was like, well, what happened? And she was like telling him what happened. He was like, you got to go to the police. She was like, I can't go to the police. Nobody ever gonna believe me. And then ultimately she went the next day, but it was like she said that she didn't consent to anything. Like she said she consented to him giving her a kiss.
Damn. That's totally different than what I've always thought it was.
Always, but see, and like I said, like it was weird, and I was like, I feel like I remember this very differently. But it was also, so it was this whole, and I think that people can redeem themselves. I think people can change. So I'm not about to hold somebody hostage and hold them to their past transgressions when people have made mistakes. So, and that was a controversial thing about Kobe, where it was like, and we're not comparing this to like the Diddy situation. I'm talking about these two individuals. So I was like, it's tricky because you like, where this girl is Jane Doe, though there were like several times in like the preliminary hearing, because they all agreed that they were not going to say this girl's name. Where Kobe's Bryant's like attorney, she said her name like I think it was like 6 times in court. But I don't think that was the preliminary trial was like public, because you can't find that girl's name anywhere.
Even
like,
now,
you don't know what she looks like or anything, because she's like,
I was just trying to Google what she looked like.
She's from like that small town, working at that hotel, and like that's like one of them towns. So I feel like because he went there for surgery,
right. He was
and so it's like, yeah, but so it like it's tricky because like I'm saying, I'm like, yo, like whereas this girl, where a lot of people looked at it like, I could see if this was like that girl with the Kobe case, you have to remember, like, she went to the cops. It wasn't like she got this attorney and took him to civil court to get a bag. Like, this nigga was
I'm sure she got a bag though.
Oh, absolutely. But whereas like a lot of these cases, you just seen them go to civil court, and I know statute of limitations changes like a lot of different things, but I was like, the fact that this girl put her name on it, you just like,
Some people are crazy though.
They are, but then it literally made me take a step back and be like, reading that right now, I was like, oh shit.
But before we wrap up, I do want to read a little bit about this Kurt Burrows. So Kurt Burrows, Sean Diddy Combs sued by Bad Boy co-founder for forced compliance with sex acts. Kurt Burrows claims in a new lawsuit that Combs once pinned him on a bed and simulated intercourse until he ejaculated. This is Rolling Stone. So I'm just going to read the two quick paragraphs I wanted to get in there. During one business trip in 1995, Combs arranged a meeting at his hotel suite, but then allegedly greeted Burrows in the nude and demanded that Burrows watch as he masturbated, the new lawsuit states. Later that same year, Combs allegedly physically restrained Burrows in a Midtown apartment, preventing him from leaving by removing his keys, pinning him down onto a bed, and simulating intercourse until he ejaculated, the complaint reads. Now, this is the last part here. Burrows alleges the abuse and intimidation culminated in 1996 when Combs allegedly busted into his office wielding a baseball bat and forced him to sign over his 25% stake in Bad Boy or face violent repercussions. Burrows was fired from Bad Boy in 1997. In 2003, he sued Combs for the alleged incident with a baseball bat. His claims were dismissed as beyond the statute of limitations.
Fuck.
What? So what's the case? So he went under the Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Act. So basically, he came in under the same thing. Cassie came to that new law from New York. That's right now. So my question is, as we wrap up, is Mr. Burt, is all this stuff true? I mean, I wouldn't say it's true, but does he have a case now? I mean, that's 95, 96. That's
because the crazy part is that this sounds believable.
I'm looking. He's got an interview back in 2022 on the Art of Dialogue talking about him that he had to sign over his 25% ownership of Bad Boy record. So this ain't like no new thing he been saying. And obviously he put in a lawsuit back in 2003, but they said it was outside of limitations. So
and that's the fucked up part too. Understanding the statute of limitations, where it's different for civil versus criminal, because that's like, I know each state is kind of different, but one thing I was talking about earlier is, or at least with the Kobe girl, she pretty much went right away. She went like the next day. after it happened. But when how the mind works and processing trauma and being able to acknowledge trauma, compartmentalizing trauma, sometimes it takes people a minute to like understand and process what happened to them, and then those next steps.
Now I'm gonna ask you this, Don. This is a, I wouldn't say sinister question, but one of those, one hand washes the other questions for you. What if Diddy did take his 25% stake, and it's the only way he's gonna be able to get his money back that he owed that nigga for that 25% is by saying that he was sexually assaulted, for him to be able to get his money back on that other deal that he fucked up? Or
Well, only reason why I believe that there's truth is because the simply of him attempting to go to, it got dismissed because of 2023 in the statute of limitations. So I think something did happen outside of that.
2003. It was 2003.
I mean, that's what I'm 2000.
Yeah. But it wasn't. That was over the bad boy stuff, not the sexual assault on.
I feel like it was all gonna come out because the discovery was gonna happen. It's tricky. I don't know. Like that is a great question.
Do you cut him some slack? Cause no, that nigga really. Let's say he really dirty worked him and took his 25%.
I believe he did that for sure. Did that?
Yeah. Look.
Anything financial, money driven.
Look. He don't even need to go to. He can do that one in arbitration. Yeah, he ain't got to get no jury on that one. But what if, since that is in the statute of limitations, what if this is the only way for him to give him his bread back to this cat? Do we feel bad if he get his bread that Diddy rightfully took from him by saying he was sexually assaulted? Is my question. It's not a right or wrong answer.
That's a really good question.
Do we look? Is that dirty? He really dirty worked about 25% of Bad Boy in '96. You got to think that all that big money from Bad Boy came right after Big. They had some money before that, but the big money came when that Bad Boy and the Family album dropped. Yep. The Benjamins, you got
the tour,
all that stuff, huh?
The big tour.
You got to think Black Rob with Whoa. You got Mace popping off after that. All that money was the big money in Bad Boy was after that. And he lost 25% of ownership. Do we think he's wrong if this is his way to get his bread?
It sucks because again, there are real victims. But Malcolm X said by any means necessary.
And he rightfully took he wrongfully took what was yours literally.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You know what, Kirk? Fuck it. Get your money, bro. I'm making a stand. Get your bread. That nigga dicks you over. Fuck it. Because he ain't gonna be able to get how much he was supposed to get from Bad Boy.
Yeah.
Because you got 25% of a couple of $100 million over those years. No way he's gonna be able to get that from this lawsuit. That's for sure. He's still not gonna get as much money as he would have got from the 25% stake.
Yeah.
Fuck it, Kirk. Get your money, bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying in solidarity with you, bro. Regardless of what happened. I know that's not ethically right to say, but Kirk, I know he robbed you, bro. I know he did. We all do.
Yeah.
Where can we have people hit you up at?
Fuck. I'm sitting here like
it's a ill ass question though to think about.
Yeah. Y'all can hit me. I just read something that Lil Yachty just said and it pissed me off that I know we're gonna talk about it next week. So it's like fuck you, Lil Yachty, because y'all be like y'all making the wrong people famous. Like that'd be the thing. Y'all always we are good people. Make us famous. Expand our bags. Help us expand our bag. Anyway, St. Angeles on TikTok, YouTube, interact with my stuff. St. Angeles on Instagram. Popeyes, it's like that for y'all. Give me my damn Cajun sparkle and let's keep it, let's keep it cute.
Keep it cute. All right. We will holler at y'all soon. Peace.